What's up, everybody? Man, what a weekend. I don't know where I'm at. I'm somewhere out here in Kansas. I think I'm coming up on Wichita or some shit. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I know I'm about to head south on 35 on Kansas Turnpike. That's where I'm at. I don't know what y'all got going on over in Kansas, but there's like police cars coming from every different direction. I've probably seen about 15 police cars. I don't remember what road they went down, but there's some bad shit going on somewhere. That shit gonna be on the news for sure to have that many police cars. But I tried to read some of your guys' comments, man, but I gotta try and drive too, keep my eyes on the road. It's dark out now. Plus I don't want to miss my turn. But man, I'll tell you this, man, I'm glad to be out of that mountain there. That was tough on us, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. You know, we struggled. We did our own thing, man. I mean, we ran good. You know, it started, you know, I don't know. Let's see, we ran at Colorado this weekend, and I think 3 weeks ago we ran at, we ran at Colorado this weekend, and we ran at Arizona last weekend. And then 3 weeks before that, we ran at Idaho. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, that air up there is tough, man. Tough to make them Pro Charger cars run up there, but we did it. We did what we could do and tried to get it figured out. Tried to make some power. Tried to find some speed out of it. You know, tore some shit up in Virginia, and you know, we were gonna set out Idaho because Idaho was the following week, and we had a lot of fucked up shit. So we had determined that we were going to set out Idaho. I drove back home. I drove back home Sunday night, or Sunday. Got home late Sunday night in Virginia, and then we went to work Monday. And then Justin sends me a fucking text, says, "Hey man, I think we can fix the car and go to Idaho." God, gotta love him, man. And then my dumb ass says, "Well, fuck it, let's get work." Let's get busy. What the fuck are we thinking, man? So we get home from work. Hold on, guys, I gotta go to this fucking toll. Let me see where the fuck I gotta go. These motherfuckers, you gotta watch these motherfuckers. They trying to him old fucking country boy up, you know how these motherfuckers are. Trying to get me all fucked up here in these goddamn states. God. I think I gotta get over. Go on by there, big boy. Bear with me, man. Let me just get over here. Just slide on by this shit. What the fuck are you hitting the brakes for, Hoss? Get your ass on through there. We're trying to get through this little old toll. Anyways, turn. Get back to what I was saying. So Justin sends me a text. If I could find, if I wasn't driving right now, I'd find the screenshot between me and him. Me and him had some fucked up conversations, I swear.
Be in the right lane.
I think he talks me into dumb shit, but half the time I talk him into dumb shit too, so. Apple don't far fall from the tree. But anyways, he said, "I think we can fix the car." I said, "Man, I don't see how. The car's all fucked up, the motor's all fucked up." He's like, "Man, we can get after it." I said, "Well," all right, I'm on board. I said, but you get home after work, we better get that motor out of that car, get that car over to Cameron Tuesday, and he's going to have to fix that car in one fucking day to get it back to us.
Continue on I-35.
I'll tear the motor down Tuesday, because Justin had to work for it. He had to help me at work. I said, I'll tear the motor down Tuesday, get it put back together, and you bring the car over Tuesday night, we'll shove it in the car. Well, I got done with the motor about 7 o'clock. Of course, it had silicone and everything. I didn't want to fire it up. Or we got the motor in the car around 7 o'clock, put it that way. So I said, man, let's just let it sit tonight, let the silicone sit up, we'll fire it up tomorrow. We had a few things we had to do. We were waiting on some parts. I think waiting on some intake stuff because Proline had to overnight some intake. We fucked a whole bunch of shit up. So, but Eric Dillard, Proline, and over at Frankenstein, man, they made it happen. But anyways, we got that piece of shit put back together. We fired it up, I don't know, around 10 or 11 o'clock Wednesday. we got the trailer all packed up, loaded up, and me and Justin tore ass up out of there. Actually, there was 3 of us. Who was there? Me, Justin, and Eric. So a buddy of mine, Eric, that he owns his own company, and he took off to help us. So me, Justin, and Eric, we tore ass up out of there. We drove 41 fucking hours straight to get to Idaho. We never shut this bitch off. I mean, we had this motherfucker in the wind. Man, we got up there. First pass, we shook. I don't know. Shook out. We went out. Or no, take it back. First pass, we went out there, ran out 2 seconds, motherfucker shut off. So still trying to find all them gremlins, you know, with running on 8 cylinders. We running on 8 cylinders over at Virginia. And then we had the explosion. I don't know. Justin changed every goddamn thing in the car. So we went out our first pass to Idaho. Went out there about 2 seconds, shut off. I don't know. Justin found something in the car. He bypassed something, some kind of relay or some shit. I don't know what it's called, but I think he put it on one of the videos. But anyways, we go out there second pass. I wanted to see what the track could hold, and it really didn't hold much. The fucking car shook real bad, shook the fucking doors open. So we was just kind of setting up. Saturday we had to come straight off the trailer, and I put in there what I thought it would take to go A to B, and we did. We went A to B. We ran Murder Nova, Sean, and he just fucked us up, clipped us down there at the end, and it was a good race. I mean, it was just, you know, he just clipped us right there at the end, so it was a good race, you know. But we got fucked up, so we didn't really make the changes to the car that we wanted to because we ran out of time. So we loaded up from Idaho, went over to Arizona. Me and Justin decided to stay over one day. We changed the 4-link in the car, moved some weight around because these tracks are getting a little bit more treacherous from the tracks that we've been running on. So moved the 4-link around in the car, changed the tire pressure, changed the wheelie bar height, and we changed the stator in the inverter, and changed the rear gear, and we instantly picked up 8 numbers. We made one pass to the 330 at Arizona. We picked up 8 numbers, so we knew we were on the right track. And I think we had a blower touchdown there, so we basically were out of blowers. We couldn't test no more, so we loaded it up, and me and Justin got on a plane, went home. About 2.5 weeks later, we came back, and we ran good at Tucson. We went to the finals in the Friday night team attack, and fucking blower broke in the final round. Right as soon as he let go of the button, the blower broke. So a little bit of bad luck there. Rolled into Saturday, and we went to the semifinals. We just got outran, man. I mean, it's just real hard to make that Pro Charger run up there on that mountain. You know, there's really much you can do to it. You know, I rolled some timing into it, leaned it out a little bit because it's big fat up there. We found a little speed, but we went to the semifinals, down to Final Four, and I think Kai Kelly fucked us up. So moving on from that, we rolled over to the next week and went to Colorado, and we were even worse there. Idaho, we started out 5,100 foot. We were in 6,300 feet of air in Arizona, and we were in fucking 8,000 foot of air in Colorado. So barometer is like 24.2. You know, it was rough, man. But we still had a pretty fast hot rod, and it was running pretty good. And we ran decent Friday night. We made 2 test hits. We ran decent, had some good data, and we ran good. We went to the semifinals again, and then we got fucked up by Jeff Lutz, man. Another good drag race. He just come around the end, and clipped us at the end. But man, let me tell you something. What an experience! I tell you right now, just being in these different tracks and different conditions, the air, everything that goes along with it, man. I had to move over to the fucking corner of the road. Anyways, everything goes along with it, man. Especially, you know, we do everything on our own, so you know, we don't got no tuners. We don't got nobody working on a car, nobody working on the 4-link. You know, we do everything on our own. But I really feel like, man, us, you know, Justin and his team that he's got wrapped around him, the guys, man, I really feel like they did a really good job to run in those conditions and run as good as they did. We learned a lot, and it's just tough, man. I'll be honest with you, man. This whole race series right here is tough. I knew it was going to be a tough year, but I didn't feel it. I'm really feeling it now, man. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm fatigued. I stayed the night last night in Colorado. Normally I pull out at night and start heading the other way, but I stayed the night, let everybody sleep with us because my wife and Brian and Justin, they all didn't get on a plane till 6:30 tonight, this evening. They ain't gonna be home till midnight, and then they all got to go to work tomorrow. So, they'll be rolling out at 5 o'clock in the morning going to work. But that's the price you pay to race, man. We actually work to race. It's just the way it is, man. We're not paid racers, man. We do what we got to do. We hustle and grind. Everybody, Kim, Tony, Brian, Kyle, Justin, Melissa, they'll all be grinding tomorrow going to work. I'm heading to Oklahoma with this rig. I got a few things I got to do on the trailer. I'm probably going to stay out here this weekend, and they'll all be back probably Thursday. Because we got to race every weekend now until the end, which is going to be long and hard. We got to race in Tulsa this coming weekend coming up. Next weekend we race in Ennis, Texas. I think Texas Motorplex, and then the following weekend we go to Louisiana. I can't remember that name of that track. Something race or some shit. I don't know. But and then we go to Bradenton. But man, I'm telling you, it's tough, man. Keeping everything together. We get, I think after this race here, me and Justin got to freshen the motor. But just us racing and racing as hard as we've been racing as a team. All the guys got their hands on the car, man. Justin's got everybody lined out. I mean, he's really doing very well on how he manages his race team. Every guy's got a job. I mean, literally, I don't even touch the car anymore. I absolutely do nothing to the car. The only thing that I'll ever touch is if I'm going to move the 4-link, or if and I just touch the wheelie bars and I let the guys know what tire pressure I'm going to run. But man, just going from a small tire, I ran 10.5 Outlaw for years, man. That's what I ran. And then I moved into the radial car because I've been friends with Donald for a long time, and started running radial tires, back in, I don't know, my last big tire car was a Pro Mod 07. And after that, I think I got on radials maybe 2009, something like that. And I ran radials for, 10 years or so. Back then, they were the shit. It was hard to figure them out. And then technology comes so far, with the chassis, with the tires, with the converters, with the, the suspension, the shocks. I mean, it really just comes so long in far in small tire racing to allow these cars to go as fast as they go. I mean, if you'd asked me, 5 years ago, that I thought the cars would be where we're at today, I'd have told you fuck no. I mean, if you'd asked me a year ago if I thought the cars would be, I'd have said, well, maybe a year ago I'd said okay, but because technology's come so far, these, the EFI, all the ECUs, just everything, man. Race Pack was one of the originals. I mean, hell, years ago I was tuning on a BS3, but between that and then Race Pack and MSD, they've all come so far, which in turn has got Holly's gotten so good, Hall Tech now, and I'm running Fuel Tech on the car we have now. I mean, just all these have made it possible for all these cars to go so stupid fast. Even with the no prep deal, I know a lot of people don't really. When I tell you it's no prep, it's really fucking no prep, man. They scrape the track bare. Does the track get better? It does, but it doesn't guarantee anything. We had problems this weekend in Colorado. The groove was very narrow, and it was very tough at the other end. About 450 foot, man, the car was setting the tire on fire. I mean, it just was, man. I kept knocking the head the other end, trying to make it controllable. I mean, it finally got to a point where I just told Justin, I said, look, man, I'm gonna get as much wheel speed, get this thing as fast as I can, and try and choke it down the other end. But there's only so much I can do. And I told him, I said, I'll be honest with you, you're just gonna have to fucking hold the fuck on, man. I don't know what to tell you. I said, if you can't make it, the car washes out. And there's a couple times it washed out on me. He even got up on the center, almost in the cones down there. And when you're fucking running down through there, 190 mile an hour on that thing, skating around, that's probably a ride most people don't want to have. But and I just basically, and Justin's doing a phenomenal job driving, man. He really is. I mean, honestly, for us to go to 3 rounds and I keep saying Arkansas, but in Arizona, and to go to 3 rounds in Colorado, we only went those rounds because of Justin. It isn't because we had the fast car, because we just didn't. He just fucking basically got out in front of them and kept the car in the groove and tried to keep it from pissing the tire off. There were a couple times I was trying to help it, and trying, it'd get pissed off out there, man, and just fucking lose the tire. And that's basically what happened to us with Kai Kelly and over there in Arizona. It just got pissed off and fucking lost the tire, and it was over with. So, Kai had a better tune-up, had a better car, went on down the track, and we didn't. these lanes get treacherous. You know, one lane gets a little better than the other sometimes. Then sometimes they switch. Sometimes, like Friday night, the lane was better. I thought Saturday, I thought the left lane was better. And then they start moving. Starting line's good, and then it gets shitty 300 foot out. It gets better at the other end, or it gets better in the middle and then gets shitty on the other end, man. The track conditions change so much. Without putting a rotator on it and without spraying glue down there, the tracks are just really inconsistent, and they are. But, you know, the cream will always rise to the top no matter what. The teams that are out there putting in the work, that are grinding, that are figuring out, that are writing down notes and taking notes on what they're doing, they're the guys that are going to prevail, you know. Ryan Martin is a prime example of that. I know everybody fucking bashes on that dude, but let me tell you something, man. The guy fucking works. He races hard. When we're all off, like we're going home to work, Ryan's testing. I mean, that's what he gets paid to do, man. That's why he is where he is. He's hard to beat. He's got Steve Petty on his side, and Steve's very fucking good at what he does, and you know, they keep getting after it, and I ain't mad at him for it. You know, at the end of the day, the better the caliber racers that we race, it makes us a better racer. It makes us a better team. Can we run with them? Absolutely. Lizzie, Pat Musey and them, and Kai and them, I mean, they've been fucking laying down some good passes, man. They got that shit dialed in. So, you know, it only makes us raise the bar on our team and run harder. I think Justin is 5th in points right now. Or no, he's tied. So he's tied for 4th. That's what it is. So either him or Roberts, the next race, will move back, move forward, whatever. But he's tied for 4th right now. With everything that we've had go on and all the fucking problems we've had, and trying to get a new car, get it to go down the track, trying to get a quick drive to work, trying to get a 5-speed to work, trying to get the lockup to work, trying to get the converter happy, get the car happy, the tune-up happy. I mean, let me tell you something. We went through a lot of shit, man. We really have. Dude, I think we got a pretty good race car for these final 4. It's still going to be hard. There's a race rig right there that just went by me. I don't know what the fuck that is. They're moving. Oh, that's fucking goddamn Chuck 55 again. Dude, check this out. So fucking Chuck 55, I don't know if he's watching this. That bitch gotta be running 90 fucking mile an hour, bro. He passed me way earlier today, and I was running, I swear to you, I was running 78 mile an hour. And he fucking blows by me, dude. And like within a couple miles, I couldn't even see him. And he must have pulled over and got something to eat or something. I kind of been slowing down. I've been running 75 when I'm talking. But, oh, Chuck got that bitch in the wind. I promise you that. That's probably why his old lady got 2 babies, man. Motherfucker, he's going too fast. Fuck around, made 2 kids. I don't know. Anyways, hell, I forget what I was saying. But anyways, you know, getting back to where we're at and, you know, run these last 4 races. I think we got a pretty good car. Catching Ryan Martin in the points, I think he's like 60 points ahead or 55 or some shit, but it's going to be real hard to catch Ryan, man. The only way we can actually catch Ryan, which we'd love to run him the first round, and if we get beat, we get beat. That's really the only way we can catch Ryan in points, is to fucking take him out in the first round so we can actually gain on points. It seems like however far we go, Ryan usually goes just as far, or if we do go 1 round further than him, we're only gaining 5 points. So, like I said, it's definitely going to be tough to catch Ryan with 4 races to go, but we're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep digging and keep trying to win this championship. Championship pays really big money at the end, and that's going to help Justin and his racing deal out. You know, Justin's basically, I can honestly tell you, Justin has funded everything for his car this full season. You know, he sold 2 cars off, he parted everything off, he hustled some shit, bought some cars, flipped them, sold them. He built a new car, but I haven't had to pay 1 dime. I've literally only paid for fuel. And that was my deal with him at the beginning of the season, and that's how it was going to go down. And he had to handle this shit because I couldn't let it, you know, make me go broke trying to race. So, and he's done well doing it, man. He's managed his money. He does his YouTube. He does his social media. So he's done good. The kid's pretty fucking smart. I'm not gonna lie. He's a good businessman, and that's what it takes, man. You got to hustle and you got to grind. So, and just like right now, you know, I'm taking this rig to Oklahoma. They're all on a plane going home. They'll all be home at midnight, probably get home at 1 o'clock in the morning. And Justin actually has to work for me tomorrow if his little brother needs him. Tyler stays at home. He runs the guys, he runs the crews, and he takes care of the stuff at the job. So that way we can actually go do what we're doing right now, because without that, we couldn't do it. So I told Justin these next couple days, if he's got to jump in and help his little brother out, if he's short on manpower, whatever he's got to do, he's got to help Tyler out. I'm going to stay out here because I got a little bit of work to do on this rig. I'm probably going to hang out with Dwayne Mills a little bit. Maybe fucking hit up old fucking Keith Haney, see where he's hiding out at. And then the crew will be back in Thursday night and we'll run Tulsa. Hopefully we can make some good passes. I'd love to draw Ryan Martin early on. And with any kind of luck, we can knock him off and then we can gain points on him. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, man. Unless we get Ryan Martin out of the way, we're not going to gain no points on him. And I'll tell you, it seems like he's got a rabbit foot up his ass because that's a lucky son of a bitch, I ain't going to lie. I haven't seen him have no bad luck this year yet. I mean, he's running good, he's consistent, and that's why he's the points leader right now, and that's why he's tough to beat. So we're going to keep grinding. You know, I think just to be inside the top 5 is pretty awesome. One, we come from small tire racing, and I ain't fucking ran on those big floppy tires in fucking, I don't know, 15 years or some shit, I guess. I mean, it's been, well, since 2007, so however long that is, 14 years, 15 years, so, you know, it's been a learning curve, but at the end of the day, I can honestly say we did it our way. When we're done, we did it on our own. We came out with that new Pro Charger. Steve went out us 2 rounds, kind of got us lined out. We were still out in left field a little bit, but then our team took over, and we just kept working and working and working, man. And then we finally ended up with a race car, you know. We never gave up, no matter. Let me tell you something. We've had a lot of odds stacked against us this year, and we've had shit breaking, torn up. We've had races that we felt like we were going to win that race, and fucking shit just fall off the car and we lose, man, and it sucks. I feel like we have one win. I feel like we honestly should have won 2 other races. I just felt like we were the best car there, but we just didn't have our shit together, man. The fucking shit broke on the car, shit fell off the motherfucker, whatever. That's why they call it drag racing, you know. At the end of the day, doesn't matter whether you're fast or slow. You pull up in that water box and you got a 50-50 shot to win that race. So, but what I will tell you, man, is, you know, through this journey, you know, it's tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot more than I think. It's a lot more than even I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's hard on you. It tries your patience. It tries you as who you are as a team, how tough you are as a team. You know, when you get fucking beat down, it's how you get back up and get going. You know what I mean? And we've been beat down. I'm not gonna lie, dude. We even me and my wife had a little scuffle butt last night. You know, just getting on each other's nerves, and you know, it's just tough, man. And that's a lot of it's due to me, man. I get tired. I'm cranky. I'm a fucking big head. You know, ain't getting no booty, no blowjobs, you know. Kind of make me aggravated, you know how it goes. I'm just fucking with you. But anyways, man, I got a lot of construction up here. I got to slow down right here. Anyways, it's tough, man. But I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't change it for a thing. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't change it one bit. And I'll tell you why. Because it's allowed us to do something that, one, I didn't even think was possible. You know, this was Justin's dream. This was his vision. I really didn't even want no part of it, to be honest with you, when he first started talking about this shit back in 2018, 2019. But I get it, I understand it, and I dig it, and I think it's a good deal, man. I really do, and I really enjoy myself. I really enjoy the fans. I enjoy all the racers. I enjoy going to all these different tracks. I enjoy crossing the country, seeing shit that I ain't never seen. You know, everywhere I've been, it's all been pretty nice, you know, except maybe Baltimore. I mean, that's still kind of shitty, and New York's been kind of shitty going through there. I don't know how the people live out there, man. I guess I'm just an old country boy, you know. Riding out through Vegas, that was shitty. Arizona was really shitty. But I'll tell you some of the nicest places. We come through Idaho. Boise, Idaho is pretty nice. Colorado, I'll tell you right now, is extremely nice. There's really nothing bad in Colorado that I've seen. They take care of their state. They keep it clean. I'm used to that in Florida. Florida keeps their state clean. You know, they mow their right-of-ways. They mow their medians. They plant fucking palm trees. They paint their overpass bridge. Man, Arizona, I'm gonna tell you right now, they don't give a fuck what their state looks like. I don't know where the fuck they spend their goddamn money from the government, but they damn sure don't spend it on the state. I can promise you that. That's a raggedy looking bitch, man. From one end to the other. I think the nicest thing in Arizona is probably Phoenix that I've seen anyway. And even that was subpar, I reckon. But anyways, man, you know, rolling through Colorado was nice. I come through Kansas today. Kansas was definitely nice. I don't know what Oklahoma's going to look like. I ain't never been there, but everybody tells me Oklahoma's nice, so I'm sure I'll enjoy myself over there. But like I said, man, this is really an experience. I would say if anybody ever gets where they're in a sanctioned race and they have a points chase, and it's races across the country, you know, maybe if you don't make every one, make every race that you can, you know. And you know, like this race, I think is like a 15 race deal, and we just raced number 11, and there's 4 left, and we absolutely hit every one. It's been a challenge, but it's also been a lifetime experience too, and honestly I wouldn't change it for anything. As much as I hate it, because I just don't like fucking race cars. They're too much goddamn work. There's always fucking something wrong with them. Nothing ever goes right. So for me, I just don't like race cars. But at the end of the day, you know, my son's been around racing since he was in diapers. I mean, I used to change Justin's shitty diapers at the racetrack, and my buddies used to hold him in their arms. Mike Wakers, one of them, when I'd go make a pass. And my wife worked at nighttime, so when I was going racing, it didn't matter. That's why I worked the race. So I get it. I know why Justin is like he is, man. He does the same thing. He works the race. It's in his blood, man. It's what he's going to do, and he's always going to do it. And I understand it. I understand that feeling. I understand the gratitude. You know, I get asked a lot of times, a lot of people say, well, when are you going to get back in the car? When are you going to race again? I'm coming up on a toll, so I got to stop from that. And I tell everybody I'm not. I don't give a fuck about getting in a race car, man. Like, you're not going to ever have to worry about me getting back in a car. It doesn't do anything for me, man. Oh, man, I got me a trooper I'm coming up on. I want that bitch to get me. Anyways, it doesn't do anything for me. I have literally, you know, I've been like 182 or 183 mile an hour. And that's enough for me, man. You know, Justin, he's out there running fucking 200 mile an hour, and now he's going down a goddamn track where he's slipping and sliding, and you know, the motherfuckers all over the place, man. I don't want to go do no dumb shit like that. You know, that ain't for me. He can have all that shit. I got out of a race car, you know, when I was probably 30. I don't know. When I got out of Pro Mod, I was like 37 or 39 or some shit like that, you know. It was back in the day when Eric Medlin, he got killed in that Top Fuel car. I saw a couple Pro Mod guys hit the wall, flip over, and one was in front of me catching on fire and out there burning. And I thought to myself, man, you know, I was the breadwinner for my family. I was like, man, I got no business being in this fucking car. I got a wife and 2 kids that if I get killed in this race car, who the fuck's gonna raise my family? And that's really what it come down to me for driving. You know, I was racing with Donald. He's out there trying to fucking spin me out and shit. You know, we had a brand new Wally Stroop Pro Mod. It was all jacked up with them electric over shocks and just all kinds of bad shit. So I had a lot of bad thoughts going through my mind. Although I've never had a car worry me or scare me in my life, but that Pro Mod, man, I was just, you know, it was giving me hell to get that thing down the track. It was everything I could do to keep hitting the fucking wall all the time. So between that and everything going on, that was my decision to get the fuck up out of that car. I felt like if the day ever comes, I felt like I had fear of the car, or I had fear of whatever I was going on, and that was time for me to stop racing. So that's when I did. I stopped racing. And then, I don't know, a few years go back, my dumb ass goes right back racing again. But that time when I went back to a radial tire car, and I had a turbo car, and I think I was racing X275 running a turbo car. So that's when I had the BS3. But anyways, you know, yeah, I raced for a while. But then when Justin, he wanted to race at 14 years old. I got him a car, naturally aspirated car, and I don't know, I just didn't feel comfortable with me being in the car and him racing too, and me not being out there with him. And although I knew Brian would take care of him, but I just felt like, man, it's just not good, man. I need to get out of the fucking car and I need to help my son. So that's what I did, man. You know, that was 11 years ago. I got no desire to drive a race car. You know, it ain't even about winning the money. And of course, we've won a lot of races and we've won a lot of money. It's not about winning the money to me. None of that, man. It's really just watching that car go down the track and getting it to do what you tell it to do and watch it make that lick. It's kind of like out there golfing. When you're on that golf course and you're golfing and you hit that one swing and you stick that ball and you stick that shot, That's the same thing with drag racing, man. So for me, that's why I don't have no anticipation ever to want to fucking drive a car again, because I stand behind Justin, and when that car lays down a lick and it goes down through there and it's stuck, you know, and it does what I tell it to do, that's my reward right there. That literally is my reward to watch that car go down the track. And a lot of times it don't do what it's supposed to do because the tracks are a little tricky, and then that's where Justin comes in. Sometimes I see him make that pass there and I'm like, woo! I said, boy, that's cutting a little tight right there. But at the end of the day, I can tell you, man, whether it's just a good old-fashioned, I don't give a fuck, we're bracket racing or we're, you know, whatever race we're doing, if we're just class racing or if we're doing a grudge race, I am very confident with Justin Swanstrom that I have as good a driver, whoever the fuck is sitting in the other lane. It doesn't matter to who's over there. I am 110% confident, and I will bet the fucking farm on my son. There ain't no doubt about it. He's a bad motherfucker behind that wheel. He's a better driver than I ever was, and that ain't no bullshit. I mean, he can just handle a lot of pressure. He's just good at what he does, man. You know what I mean? I gotta give credit where credit's due. I mean, there's a lot of times I ride his ass, I say this, but here lately anymore, I don't really even say nothing to him no more. I mean, there's just really not nothing to say, because no matter what, even if I'm gonna say something, he's already thinking that. So, I mean, I watched him run his turbo cars this weekend and how he raced them, and he raced them clean. There was other things he could have done. He could have been shitty to him up there in that shitty air, but he wasn't. He ran them clean, man. He let them get their deal on, and he ran them clean. But he's just a good fucking solid racer, man. He's good in the car. He's good at driving. He can wheel that bitch. He's being safe. He's on that parachute when he needs to. He's cutting really, really good lights. I mean, there's ain't nothing I can say. I mean, if he tells me he wants to grudge race somebody for 10 grand, he wants me to go in half, and I go in half with him, I'm with it. I don't even got to question it. You know, we do like to grudge race. We like to run for a little jingle, add a little bonus to it, whether we win or lose. It's just what we do, man. It's in our nature. It's in our blood. But, and then not only that, just the team of guys. You know, I think to run as hard as we're running and run at the level to race the guys we have, or race the guys that we're racing against, you have to have a solid fucking team, man. You know, between Brian, who's always been with us, Brian's been racing me since 2004. You know, that's when Brian came to work with us. But, and obviously I've raced way before that. But anyways, you got to have a good team, man. Brian's got his deals that he does on his car, or on that car. Justin got his section he works on. Tony's got his section. Eric, when he's with us, he's got his section. Kyle's got his section. It's like such an organized team that when we come back, and really, I don't even say nothing. I mean, Justin is 110% the captain of that ship. He is telling guys what we're going to do when we come back. He's already got, you know, I want to say orders, but that's really what it is. He's directing everybody what's going to happen, when we got to be, time frame. You know, because also sometimes Justin, when he's running his valves, he's got to leave and he's got to go pull chips. Then he's got to go back and he's got to check springs. You know, Justin pretty much does all the engine work. He doesn't let nobody touch that, which I'm the same way when I race too. I get it. You know, he's got to have confidence. Not that the other guys can't do it, but Justin's going to handle that. You know, I just basically go in the trailer, get the computer, I pull the data out, I put data back in the car and get it ready, and that's all I do, man. The rest of the crew, you know, they're turnkey, man. They run that car. So, and for us to run a new car with a new combo, you know, we've always ran nitrous. I mean, yeah, it was a big transition over, no doubt about that. But, you know, everybody's following Justin's lead, and he's got a good group of guys behind him, man. And, you know, I know these next 4 races are going to be tough, but we're going to run it hard. I promise you that. You know, so he's solidly locked in the 4th place right now. I think he's tied with Robin Roberts in 4th place, so he's either 4th or 5th, however you want to call it. But whichever one moves forward is going to be 4th, and he's not far behind 3rd, which I think Lizzie just bumped up in front of him with those 2 wins she's got. So I think she's either 5 or 10 points ahead of Justin. But, you know, we're not on that mountain no more. We're not going to have that fucked up air up there. So the nitrous cars for sure, they're still going to be fast, but now we're going to be fast too. We're going to have our back half back. We're going to be able to mountain iron run out the back. So I'm looking forward to Tulsa and see what we can do, see what the surface is going to be like. And me and Justin, we already texted back and forth before we got on the plane. I'll probably tomorrow, I got to work on the trailer, and then I'm also going to work on some tune-ups. Try and go back and look at our old data from Darlington and look at our data from Virginia. We ran some really good numbers over there, even Cordova, Illinois. See what we can put together and try and get that hot rod down to the winner's circle. And even if we don't get to the winner's circle, we just need to grab a hold of Ryan Martin. That's the best thing that could happen for us. Is, you know, if we can't beat him, then we can't beat him. If we can beat him, then we need to beat him. In order to gain points on him, and he's the points leader, he's who we got to knock out of the way so we can gain points. But as long as he keeps going the same rounds we do, or if we only go one more than he does, this thing's going to close up fast. You know, we basically got to knock him off right now. He's 55 points ahead of us. So that's it. I know I've been rambling, man, but I'm driving, so I'm probably boring y'all to death. I'm not looking at none of y'all's texts because I'll be fucked up and run off the road here and killed myself or killed somebody else. So I'm trying to just watch the road. But just look out for us in Texas, man. Any of y'all that live in, are not in Texas, well, Texas too, but Tulsa, Texas, Louisiana, and then Florida. Get your tickets, man. Come on out, man. It's always a packed house. It's a great time. Man, I got this bitch underneath me on there. It's a great time. I think I'm fixing to come into Oklahoma. I'm coming up on the border right now. But anyways, it's a really good time, man. It's a fast-paced event. They run pretty fast. They run hard. You know, there's no tractor prep, nothing like that. So it's about the only time they blow up a motor or something like that. They go up there and scrub the oil up and sweep it off. But other than that, they turn it back loose and get with it. So, like I said, we got 4 races come out to Tulsa Raceway Park to see us. Next race will be Texas Motorplex. The next one's going to be in Louisiana. I can't remember the name of that. The last and final race is going to be in Braden. I know where that track's at. So, I don't know how long I'm going to stay out. I'm definitely going to stay out for this race because, you know, for me to go home and come back 2 days later, it's not worth it. I got some things I got to do anyway. And my youngest son, Tyler Swanstrom, bad motherfucker, he's got me covered. He's picking up my slack right now, and he's got it. So I'm a phone call away if he needs help. Big brother's on the way home. He's on a plane. He's going to give Tyler a hand if Tyler needs help. So that's what we do, man. We help each other out. As a family, we're always got each other's back, man. We're tight. We're tight like that. I can promise you that. So them guys got it going on, and you know, I don't know if I'll stay in Texas. I'll probably go back home, but we'll have to see. I don't know. I still see how long I'm going to stay. I know I'm missing my little bulldog, missing my house, missing my family. So it all adds up, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It takes a toll on you. It'll try you as who you are as a team. You'll find out who you are and how strong you are to make to race a schedule like this, man. It's tough. I ain't gonna lie, but I wouldn't change it for anything, man. I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I'm doing it now, and I'm glad I'm experiencing it because, you know, had Justin not talked me into doing this, I never would have experienced nothing like this. So proud of him for that. Proud of him for following his dreams. Proud of him for sometimes when shit gets heavy, you know, we had a little drama there last couple of weeks. You know, I'm proud of him for standing in the paint and not changing his mind and looking forward and standing for what he believes in. And that's a good thing. That's a good quality to have, regardless of anything else. Stand up for what you believe in. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That's a fact. So proud of my son for that. But anyways, man, that's goddamn low bridges. I'm gonna get off here and let y'all go, and we'll let y'all know what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Peace out.